Okay, welcome back. This is module section part number 3. We're going to talk about descriptions, and there's a lot of really good, useful information that I'm going to share with you. This might be the part of the SEO where people have the most trouble. Not sure, but it does involve a little bit of structure and creativity, and if you do it properly, you can really help your chances of being indexed and ranked. Before we continue with that, I want to say I forgot to say something about titles in the last section. You might notice that some channels don't follow the formula that we talked about. And the reason is because they are already established. They are at a different level in terms of how YouTube ranks them and indexes them. They have more subscribers, that sort of thing. So there's a big difference between a big channel and a small channel in the way that you do your SEO. I've seen big channels that have almost no SEO. The titles aren't optimized. There's no keywords, nothing in the description, and they're still getting lots and lots and lots of views. Now, the difference is between that big channel and a small channel. If you're small and trying to grow, which I assume that most people watching this course are probably at that point, smaller, trying to grow, trying to learn the optimization so that they can get more views and watch time and subscribers, you have to do things more properly and more focused and follow more of a strict formula. So, for example, this is a big channel. And if you see the title, it says, Greg got punched in Singapore off the pill. So obviously that you have no idea maybe what that's about, but it's not an optimized phrase, okay? So this is something you might see, but something you probably don't want to do until you're a big channel. Here's another example. We glitched the hypnotist and made too many traders. So again, terrible title for optimization, but in 18 hours, they got 119,000 views. So this is a big channel. So they're getting traction and they're getting views and traffic in a totally different way as a big channel than you would as a small channel. Also, just to point out, look at the thumbnail images. Now, the thumbnail images are creative, colorful, enticing, right? And so when you see a thumbnail image that looks interesting, that's what you do with your thumbnail. So if you see on this one, they have some text in there. So you remember, you could put text in your thumbnail image, and instead of using it in the title, use it in the image, okay? All right, so that's just what I wanted to finish saying about titles before we move on to descriptions. So let's talk about descriptions. Obviously, descriptions for your YouTube videos for each video are very important. They're super important. But the truth is, the reality is that most people don't read the description, at least not before watching the video. Sometimes they will look after watching the video or during the video. If you maybe say, please check the link down below, maybe somebody will go into the description there to find information that you've discussed in the video. But nobody really reads the description and then decides to watch the video. I can't see why that would ever happen. So my point is that the description is only there, or mostly there, so that you get an opportunity to give the algorithm more content, more meat, more description, more information to put into the algorithm that tells them more and more and more about what your video is about, right? So for better indexing and ranking and suggesting on YouTube and Google, that's really the main purpose of the description, is to, you can put your links in there, contact information, stuff like that, website, social media links, all those things. But when I do a description, I write a few paragraphs, usually 500-600 words, and it's about the specific topic, and then it's about maybe broader information about the broader topic. But it's like writing an article, and when the algorithm sees it, they'll have lots of stuff to process, so that they'll know that you're serious about the content that you're providing and that you're posting. All right. So as I said, your description is the food that feeds the algorithm. It tells YouTube what your video is all about. So for example, if you took a vacation or a holiday to Paris, France, so in your videos about that, right, you can write about the things that you did, the things you saw, the restaurants you went to, the hotel you stayed at, all those things about your vacation. But then it's also an opportunity where you can talk just about France in general, some like maybe current events or history, or quotes about France. There's a lot of different things that you can do, anything related to France. France is famous for, France was established, blah, 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 right? So you can go to Wikipedia, find information about anything, and then take it. I'm going to show you how to paraphrase information that you found by doing research, okay? So for another example, if you do information about specific exercises, right? You could talk about the specific exercises that you're doing, but then also include a paragraph about why it's beneficial to exercise, why people love to exercise, or why people should start exercising to get healthier, anything related to it, but it's not about your specific content, but it's about the general subject, okay? And again, I'll go more into this. So yeah, like if we're talking about Paris, we'll talk about the specifics, but then go broad and have more general information. So the description, it lets you include up to 5,000 characters. That's about 1,000 words. And surprisingly, a lot of people leave the description blank, or they just put a couple sentences, maybe a few social media links, or a website, or an email address, or like just any kind of like affiliate links and things like that. But there's no other content that is directly related to what the video is about. So, it's a big mistake. You can write a short article and it's huge for indexing. It really is. So that's great for search engine optimization. And the whole point is to get more people to find your video, get more clicks and views and shares, right? Likes and comments, and that's how you grow. So as I said at the beginning, most viewers, they're never going to really actually read the description, like read word for word. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but it should contain the keyword phrases that you've used in your tags, keyword tag section, and also in your title. So again, it's just a place where the algorithm can better understand what your video is all about. Okay, so there's a few fast and easy ways that you can write original description content. And I'm going to show you that in this section. You want to be really careful not to copy or repeat keywords or copy content. You can research content. I do that every day because I write SEO for a lot of topics I don't know a lot about, but I can do research, get a general idea, and then work with that content, rewrite it in such a way that it's not copied, it's fresh, it's new, it's original, okay? So there's a couple online tools that I use for writing great descriptions, and it makes my life a lot easier. It makes it much simpler, faster, more efficient, and everything I'm talking about, just remember everything I'm talking about in this section or throughout the whole course, I'll leave in the links below this video in my description box, so that you can go directly to these particular tools and go right to them and click right on the links. So everything is linked in the bottom. With a description, it's important to remember that always use your target keyword phrases. That's like your first 2 or 3 keyword phrases. You've taken a list of keywords, you've optimized that list, you've used the top 2 or 3 phrases in your title. Now that has to also go at the very beginning of the description. So your title when you go down to read the description, it should almost be the same as the title, but you make it into a sentence that sounds natural, that sounds conversational. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. So, and then in addition, whatever your keyword phrases are, they should appear several times, at least, I usually do at least 4 or 5 times throughout the body of the description. So when that phrase appears several times, the keyword phrase appears at the introduction, it appears in the first paragraph, it appears in the second paragraph, it appears in the conclusion or on a bullet point list. The algorithm sees that and they keep seeing that phrase, that they keep recognizing that particular phrase, and that's a really strong indicator of what your video is about, and they know that. So this is part of the game. This is part of the formula and the trick and the tricks that you can use to do things more effectively. So if your target keyword phrase, your first keyword phrase is easy yoga poses for beginners, okay, then that exact phrase must appear several times throughout your description. Okay, if that's the keyword phrase, that'll be the first keyword phrase in your tag section. It'll be the first half of your title, and it'll be at the very beginning of your description. So for example, you would say, in today's video, I'll show you 5 easy yoga poses for beginners to help you improve strength and flexibility. So there's your keyword phrase right there, easy yoga poses for beginners. But I don't just write it, I write a sentence that sounds natural and conversational. Okay. Here's another example. This is like from a report that I would do. If the title is first time cooking recipe for beginners, easy and healthy cauliflower soup, fix it with food. So I take those 3 phrases and I make that into an opening statement, an opening couple of sentences. Actually, opening first sentence, not 2 sentences. So you would take that title and that would sound like, today I'm sharing my first time cooking recipe for beginners. It's an easy and healthy cauliflower soup recipe from the book Fix It With Food by Michael Simon. Okay? So that's what it looks like. It's not really hard. You just have to be aware and intentional about the things that you're writing and the order that you're writing them in so that it flows well, okay? All right. So I'm showing you how to do it now, but I'll show it for real. I'll do it myself so you can follow me when we do case studies. Case studies will be the next section. And I'm going to do start to finish for 2 different SEO reports. Those are just regular case studies that are show you exactly how I would do everything, so you have no questions. Another thing that I did is I made a very clear template for writing the description. I made a really clear template that you can just copy. It's got 6 parts or 6 key points. Let's see. So right now, I think what I want to do, hold on. Okay. So the parts of the description look like this. First, we have an intro. The intro contains all of the wording, all the keywords in your title. Then we have a body for the description. The body is 2 or 3 paragraphs. It could be 1 or 2 paragraphs, depending on the topic. And then after a paragraph or in between paragraphs, I like to do bullet points. I take from the long list of keywords, I take maybe 6 or 7 of those. I make some bullet points in there. So we'll do one of those. And then there's a conclusion where you use the title again. You say, if you enjoyed watching this video, let's see, if you enjoyed watching this video about first time cooking recipe for beginners, and want to know more about easy and healthy cauliflower soup recipes, please remember to, I would say, go to the call of action, right? Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback. We hope to see you again soon. And then you're allowed to have 3 hashtags anywhere in the description. I always put them at the bottom of the description, because when you do 3 hashtags, they show up at the top above the title. Like there's your video, and then there's the 3 hashtags, and then the title. But you don't write them in the title section, you write them in the description, and then they automatically appear, but you have to do it in a hashtag form. Okay, so intro, body, bullet points, conclusion, call to action, hashtags. Those are the 6 main elements, and you should probably, if you want, copy these 6 bullet points, or these 6 elements in the description, so you know exactly the things that you need to do. And then once you do one, you can have just like a general outline or a general template, and then you just fill in the blanks so that it makes it a lot easier. That's what I do. Okay, so I've been talking about these different tools that make life easier for writing. And I'm going to show you a couple right now. One is called Writer, another one is called Quillbot. So the first one I want to show you is called Writer, and I'm going to show you what it does. It's pretty cool. AI is artificial intelligence. And what it is you give it a topic. Here, let me get into the screen. Let me go find it here. Okay, this is called Writer. This is artificial intelligence. And in the past, the artificial intelligence wasn't very good. The grammar wasn't good. It just looked weird. It didn't look natural. But I tried this one about a year ago, and I could tell you that the quality and the accuracy of everything with the AI now is amazing. It's gotten so much better just in a short period of time. So the way that this works is, first of all, okay, so I subscribe to this. It costs me $20 US per month, okay, which is still pretty cheap because of all the SEOs. I do probably 200 SEOs per month, something like that. I do a lot. So I definitely use this quite a bit. So $20 a month is nothing. So it's no big deal. And there's a link, of course, in the description. If you want to check this out for yourself, you could probably try it for free, I'm sure. But there's a link on there. And if you sign up for it, it's my affiliate link. I'll get a little bit. So that would be cool. Anyway, so let me show you how this works. So you have all these different you can choose all these different languages. So, most people are just doing English for the YouTube. Select the tone. I always do convincing or there's casual. Let's see, convincing, because they're almost the same. And then, okay, so all you do is you put in a topic, and then you put in some keywords. So I'm going to write a description about stretching exercises for back pain pregnancy or something like that. What is it? Let's see. Okay, stretching exercises for back pain during pregnancy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this phrase, right? And I'm going to go back to Writer, and I'm going to just paste in, that's my topic, and also with the keywords, same thing, stretching, exercises, back pain, pregnancy, that's all there, okay? And then what you do, so there's lots of different things that you can, business ideas, copywriting, email, Facebook, job description. They've even got song lyrics, like if you're writing a song, you can, but this is basically the same as a blog, right? So I'm going to do blog section. What happened there? Okay. And it'll give you variants or 3 different ways, right? So that's it. So I typed in the language, the tone, the topic, the keywords, and blog. And I'm going to say, okay, write something for me. Write. Go ahead, see what you got. So what this does is so cool, because it doesn't copy stuff from the internet. It absorbs everything from the internet and then writes something new and original. So, all right, so it just took like 5 seconds to write something. So check this out. All right, let's see. Can I move this? Okay, so, all right. So here's what it wrote. I'm just going to read it to you. Back pain during pregnancy is a common condition affecting 1 in 5 women. It usually starts in the 3rd trimester and can be caused by a number of factors such as poor posture, heavy lifting, and carrying too much weight. The following are some of the most effective ways to relieve back pain during pregnancy: stretching exercises for back pain during pregnancy, massages for back pain during pregnancy. So that's repetitive, right? So this is where I would change it a little bit. I would take these off. I would take like stretching, because we've already said back pain during pregnancy quite a couple times already. So I would do like this, right? And then maybe I'll make it look like this: stretching exercises, massages, acupuncture, and chiropractic. Okay, so there's a nice little thing. Okay, now it also gave me some other content. So this is like the first bit. So this, if you put this into your description, it's perfect because it contains the keyword phrase and it contains information about the general topic: back pain, pregnancy, exercise, stretching, right? It also gave me like another little bit. Okay, so pregnancy is a beautiful time, but the back pain can be excruciating. There are many exercises that you could do to relieve the discomfort. Stretching exercises for back pain during pregnancy. So look, they've used our keyword phrase right there. Beautiful. Are a great way to relieve this discomfort, etc., etc. And then it gives like another list of like different exercises. Okay, so I'm looking at all of this. This is 176 words. This is about a third of what we would need to write. So I can take this and I can, let's see, if I wanted to take this, I'll put this into my Word document or my WordPad. Okay, so check it out. So I'm going to take what it wrote for me. And again, this is not copied from a website. This is a combination of all of the information it found in a million different websites, and it wrote something totally original, right? And there's a way to check. You can check on to see if it's plagiarized, and usually it's not like 96% original, so that's perfect. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm formatting because it makes it look nice and easy to read, even though most people are not reading it, right? Okay. All right. So it took less than 5 minutes. And this would really, I mean, for a lot of videos, this would be the whole description. Just all that. I would have an intro that says, please enjoy this video that discusses treating back pain, talks about back pain during pregnancy, and blah, 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 blah. That would be my intro. Then I would have all this in the body. And then the end of it, as we said, there is like a conclusion. Let's see. There's a conclusion. So the conclusion would be, if you enjoyed this video about back pain, and then it'll say call to action. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, we hope to see you again here soon. Right? So we have the intro is just basically going to be what the keywords in the title. The body is the 2 to 3 paragraphs that we just did with the writer tool. The bullet points can be, okay, so I'm going to do like this. I'm going to do like this. I'm going to take some of these keywords and I'm going to go like this. So I'm going to say people who are interested in this video are looking for. Okay, and then we're going to have, there's our list of some keywords. So we'll just do like, these are like bullet points, right? Prenatal back stretches, and then I'm going to combine them so it looks more natural. Prenatal back pain stretches and prenatal yoga to, and I'll take the next line, to relieve back pain, and then we'll just add a word, during pregnancy, not furring, during. Okay, so that's a good, let's see that, and then we'll do another bullet point. Safe stretches for pregnancy back pain. All right. And let's take this 3rd trimester and put it there. And then let's use the word pregnant because we already have pregnancy. Let's use the word pregnant. Stretches for back pain while pregnant and upper back pain, during. Okay, so we got a few bullet points there. So we added a little content, but what we really did is we added some of our keyword phrases that are in the keyword phrase list, and we included those in the description. So the algorithm is going to see that as well. They're going to see that as content, and that content in the description is going to match the keyword content in the tags, keyword tags field. All right, so what we're trying to do, as you can see, we're trying to make sure everything's synchronized. Everything's synchronized. Keyword tags, title, description, everything's kind of working together. You got the same phrases, so there's consistency all throughout, right? So you're giving a really clear picture for indexing as to what is this video about. You're giving a very crystal clear picture with your SEO, okay? So look, there's a description, all right? And then, let's see. So what we do is we say at the end, okay, so let's do this properly. So the keyword phrase again is what? In the title? Okay. Okay, so this is the keyword, the first and the second. Okay, so the first and the second keywords are what appear in the title, keyword phrases. All right, so here's what we do. We go over here and we're gonna write an introduction. Okay, so first, these are the words I need to use in the introduction. Okay, so I'm going to start by saying, okay, so let's do this. Make it so you can read it. Today, okay, I usually type better. Today we are sharing our stretching exercises for back pain during pregnancy. So if you're looking for the, and then the next word, first word in the next phrase is best. So if you're looking for the best pregnancy stretching exercises, this video is for you. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. There's your intro. Okay. So that's your intro. So now you have your intro is here. Okay. And then your body of your description is here. And then your bullet points are here that contain your keyword phrases. Now you need a conclusion. Okay. So, I'm going to take the two keyword phrases, I'm going to copy these, and I'm going to go down to the conclusion. So, and we're going to say, if you enjoyed, so it's plural, so we say these, if you enjoy these stretching exercises for back pain during pregnancy and want to see more of the best pregnancy stretching exercises, right? And then we do our call to action. We do our call to action, which is this. Then back to our document. That's it. Okay, so let's look at this whole thing. Okay, so there's a description. Now see, that's more than just a couple sentences, and it's not filled with a bunch of stuffed keywords, and it's not filled with a bunch of random links and other stuff that you're selling or whatever. You could put all of that stuff, all of your other links in social media, put it underneath, put it after this, put it down below. Okay, but you need to have a description like this so that it's telling the world what your video is about, right? Google, YouTube, everybody, what's your video about? All right, so you would just take this and you would, when you are uploading your video and you're putting in the information into your YouTube editor, all you would do is you would take this whole thing, copy, paste, put it in there, and then save the file someplace probably. Okay, so that's what I did using my little tool called, where am I? Let's see. Come on. Okay, so I did this using the tool called Writer. Writer is this right here. Okay, so it's very cool. The link is down below. Check it out. All right, okay, so that's one way. Okay, the second tool that I want to show you is it's also artificial intelligence, and but it's a paraphrasing tool. What that means is that instead of writing something original like the Writer tool did, what this is going to do is you give it content. You can copy a paragraph from a website, an article, a blog, copy any content, and it's going to rewrite it to maybe about 90%, 80 to 90% totally different. It changes the sentences around, it uses synonyms, it uses different words and phrases and terms. But it means that it carries the same meaning when it's finished. And I just started using this a couple months ago. And what I used to do before I had any of these tools was I would research a topic and I would get information. I'd maybe get a paragraph on a topic, and then I would myself manually type or rewrite everything myself. I'm a native English speaker. I teach English for adults in Hong Kong. And so it was like, that's pretty easy for me. It just takes a lot of time, very time consuming. So when I found this tool, this Quillbot, it does the same thing that I was doing, except it does it a lot faster. And it's really accurate too. So I'm going to show you something about how this works. So let's check this out. Let's see. Okay, this is Quillbot. And there's a free version and a paid version. Of course, the link is down below in the description if you want to check it out. Try it for free. This is a really amazing tool. So here's what you do. First thing I'm going to do, let's do this. I'm going to go to Google. All right. I'm going to tell Google what my topic is. So there's my topic, stretching exercises for back pain during pregnancy. I typed in the exact keyword phrase, right? And what's the first thing that comes up? Exercises for back pain, such as this low back stretch, can help ease back pain. Okay, let's see. It doesn't say anything about pregnancy, but it's good content for our description. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to copy that phrase. So, right, this is going to be our second description that we're writing with the different tool. Okay, so that's the first bit. All right, let's go back and get some more. Okay, so the name of this article on this website has the exact same phrase, stretching exercises for back pain during pregnancy. So I'm going to see what they say. So I'm going to look at their site. All right, and I'm going to skim through here. So I'm looking for my keywords. So the words pregnancy, okay. Although there are many stretches that can safely be performed during pregnancy, the muscles that most often contribute to back pain are the back, hamstring, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's a good little thing. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to put this here. So I'm building content, but I'm not, so now I'm copying it, but I'm not, it's not going to end up being copied. And I'm going to show you what I'll do with the Quillbot. Let's get some more, let's see. All right, I'm going to find, I want to find like an opening paragraph where they have like a little bit of an introduction. Okay, so here's Healthline. They always have good content. So they have an introduction. So there's your overview. For pregnant women, stretching can often offer many benefits if you help you stay fit, relaxed, and prepare for labor. But there are things you need to keep in mind. Okay. So I think all of this content is relevant or related to our topic. So I'm going to do like this. All right. Okay, and I'm just going to do just a little bit more. I'm going to find a little bit more content. I'm going to go to another site. So I'm mixing this up too. I'm getting information from a lot of different sites. Let's see. Okay, the aches and pains that come with pregnancy are not unusual. As a woman's body changes, pregnancy progresses. Sometimes the pain is dull when the pain is muscle tension. Okay, and there's the cat-cow stretch. Okay, all right. So this is what I want to do. I'm looking for the word pregnancy in there because we really want to have that word included throughout. So this is the process you go through. You just kind of look to see what information is out there that you can. Stretching during pregnancy can provide some benefits of relaxation. Okay, perfect. Okay, this part, and then I was pointing at the screen. Okay, I got it. I got it all figured out. Okay, I got one more little piece here. And when you're pregnant, including pregnancy safe stretching can offer many benefits. Okay, copy that. All right, so now what we have is we've got 3 nice paragraphs, but we can't use these word for word, of course, because somebody else wrote them. And they're from other websites. And the other reason you don't want to copy is because the algorithm will see a duplication. They'll see that it is a copy and you'll get pushed aside because that content already exists online. And they don't want the same exact content posted a million times. They just want to minimize that. Okay, so what we do, I'm gonna do this in pieces. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go to Quillbot. So let's go to Quillbot Okay, and all I do, I copied it and I hit paste text. Now my text is pasted in there. And I don't like this dash. I'm going to put a comma there. Okay. So this is what we copied from a site, but it was like a couple different paragraphs that's separate, and I put them together. Now what, and it's 90 words, so I'm going to hit paraphrase. So what it does is it's going to take this passage and it's going to rewrite it so it basically communicates the same idea, but it's totally written in a different way. Okay, so instead of saying exercises for the back, such as low back stretch, can help ease backaches, it says back exercises such as this low back stretch might assist to relieve backache. So it's changed most of the words. Rest your hands and knees, rest your head in line with the back of your hands. Okay, so if you compare these two, they're different, and it actually tells you which words are the same and which words have been changed. So if it's in, I think if it's in black, it's been changed. If it's in blue, it's the same. But then you can also, like if I don't want to say stretch, I can say stretches, I could say bend, I could say release, right? So it lets you, like if you go, no, I don't want to use that word again. So the word is maintaining. So let's see, instead of maintaining, I'll say keeping, ensuring, preserving. So it gives you synonyms. So I don't use those too much because the content that they've created is pretty good. So you go over here, copy. All right, so that's copied. We go back to our thing, and then it's already highlighted. So just hit paste, and there's my new rewritten original passage that is not copied. Okay, so we do the same thing for the next two paragraphs. So let's delete this one. And then we paste the second passage in there and we say paraphrase. So it's going to think, and how can we rephrase this so it sounds good and it's not. So if you compare both sides, you'll see. Almost done. Okay. The first sentence says, for pregnant women, stretching can offer many benefits. Okay. The new version says, stretching has numerous advantages for pregnant ladies. So completely different, but it means the exact same thing. Beautiful. All right, copy that. And paste it here. And then we'll just do the exact same thing one more time. One more time. And I like to do them in pieces so that I can kind of look at it and just make sure that there's nothing wrong. If it's a huge piece, then it's harder to scan and to recognize any kind of like problems or mistakes or anything like that. So I like to do short passages that are like around 100 words or so. And then because the content for the description that I'm writing isn't that long anyway, it's 500 or 600 words. Okay. So this stretching during pregnancy can provide some benefits with relaxation. The new version says stretching during pregnancy can help you relax, but it's vital to keep in mind that your muscles will become more supple. Okay. Supple sounds maybe tender, maybe sensitive, maybe, yeah, sensitive. As your hormones change. All right, perfect. Copy that. There we go here. All right, now we have 3 original paragraphs, right? So, and then all we have to do, okay, here's our introduction. Let's copy this. Okay. And our bullet points. Okay. And okay, so check this out. So I used 2 different tools, but what you can do is you can just use information from both and just make, so I like this list. I like this list of exercises. Okay. what I want to do, I was going to say, I can go back to my Word, my alphabetizer, and I can rewrite this list. Oh, actually, this was written by the writer, so it's all original. So, okay, I don't need to rewrite it. Okay, so I'll copy this. So I'm going to take some elements from the first one that we did with one tool and combine it with the elements that we used with the second tool, right? Okay, so here we go. Look at that. Look at that. So I don't know how many words that is, but it's quite a bit. So, okay, so let's just summarize. So in the description, there's the 6 main parts: intro, body, bullet points, conclusion, call to action, hashtags. Okay, I showed you the 2 different tools, the writer tool that will, you give it a subject and a few keywords and it writes content for you. And then I showed you Quillbot, where you go find content and it rewrites it. And then I showed you how to combine both of those. That gives you a nice description, nice optimized description. Now I'm going to, so we did that. So in the next section, what I'm going to do is I will start from the beginning. I'm going to do keyword research, write a title, organize the keywords, structure them, alphabetize them, and then and check the TubeBuddy to find out exactly the best ranked or the best possible combination of keyword phrases would be, and then write the title, and then use the title to write a description. Use the keywords to do keyword research, write a description. Now, as I said before, when we are in the when you're in the description, you can always add your own content. So after you've written, you know what I didn't do? You know what I didn't do? Let's do one more thing. One more thing. Okay, talked about hashtags. I forgot to cover hashtags, so sorry about that. I mentioned that at the end of the description, or anytime anywhere in the description, you put 3 different hashtags. They will automatically appear above your title, and these go to some other area on YouTube that is topic specific. So everything about a certain topic they're all listed on this particular. Try to do it sometime. Look at a hashtag above a title and see where it takes you. So actually, let's do this. I'll show you. Okay, so for hashtags, this is what I'm talking about. If you put hashtags in your description, they will automatically show up here. So what happens if somebody clicks these? So this says New York City, 4K, and walk. So videos about New York City will show up here. So if I click that, then it looks like that. So hashtag New York City, right? And these are all the videos that have the hashtag New York City. If I click on walk, it has all the videos that are like walking videos. Okay, so this is why you do hashtags. So let me show you how to do these real quick. It's pretty easy. Okay, so if our general topic is stretching, okay, stretching for pregnancy, so easy hashtags would be, let's just do it here. We'll do so the first one would be where's my thing? First one would be stretching. Hashtag. And if you want to be really specific, like pregnant, you can do like 2 words or 3 words combined. How about prenatal stretching? Okay, so that's what that is. So And it's another way to generate traffic. So you want to make sure that those go in there, because if anybody is on one of those hashtag sites, your site should be included in there if you use the right hashtag. So, and there's a million different hashtags. You just whatever is most most relevant or best describes your video content. That's the hashtag that you want to use. Okay. Let's go back to my PowerPoint. Okay. All right. So I hope that was clear, not too confusing. I know in the process of writing a description, there's lots of steps, and you go back and forth, and you jump around a lot. And I kind of did that too. So this is on video, so you can go back and see what I was doing. I'm trying to be more clear and simple, so that everything is totally understandable exactly what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. So we wrote a description, and we did it based on the content that we generated from the AI tool Writer, and we also wrote content based on the Quillbot paraphrasing tool. Right, and then we combine both of those, and that's a really strong description. So that's how you do it. So I hope it's again jumping around a lot, but that's what happens during the process. And this whole course is you watching me do what I do when I'm alone to go through the whole process of putting the SEO together from start to finish. Okay, so that's that. So the next section is going to be case study. So I'm going to do 2 of those. And, if you find it useful, I'm sure you will, to see how it goes from beginning to end. And obviously, in this video is quite long. You could skip around as much as you want. So, but I'm going to just take you through the whole process the way that I would do it. And so just to summarize, we've talked about keyword research and how to do that using TubeBuddy and some other things that we did with Google suggested search, YouTube suggested search. Taking the best keywords, making them into a title, taking the title, making it into a description. Okay, so those are the 3 key elements, as I said before, working all in sync together, working together as one piece of material that the algorithm can see, read, understand, and use for ranking, search, and indexing, suggesting, all that good stuff. And again, if it's on YouTube, it's also on Google. So you're getting double exposure by having good SEO. So that's all for now. And our next section is case study. So see you there.